Welcome. My name is Bill McNee. I'm the founder and CEO of Saugatuck Technology, and I'm here today with Rich Roseman, corporate CIO of News Corp, to get some of his insights and experiences relative to the cloud.
Well, the biggest priority today, Bill, is to split the company. We announced our intentions about 2 months ago to split the company into two publicly traded companies next July 1st of 2013. There'll be a media and entertainment company comprised of cable, broadcast, satellite, and film, and there'll be another company, the publishing company, consisting of newspapers, publishing, and other forms of print media. So right now we're being challenged with coming up with technology decisions, staffing plans, infrastructure design for both the media and entertainment company as well as the publishing company. That's right now priority number one. I'll have to admit, Bill, that early on I was a big doubter of the cloud. I kind of thought it was marketing hype. I thought that it was a fad that, 6 months to a year later, people would be coming in and saying, what were you thinking about the cloud? This was the totally wrong decision to make. We should be going a different direction. But I've seen the light, or I've seen the cloud, I guess I should say. I think the biggest bang we've gotten so far is speed and agility. We have a lot of cyclical events, Super Bowls or season finales of shows such as American Idol, where our crowd audience peaks and flows. You don't want to go out and build an infrastructure to support Super Bowl Sunday. It's a once a year, once every 3 or 4 year type of an event. American Idol, even in the state today, is still the #1 TV show. Again, there's only one season finale, but the cloud allows us to spin up resources, make those resources available to those different productions, and to support viewer demands in that short period of time. And the next day, we simply shut them down, and we're none the worse for the wear. So I would say speed and agility to the market has been the #1 benefit that I've seen so far going to the cloud. With regard to the spin out, I think the economic realities, especially in the publishing world, are you need to be very cost efficient and nimble. And the cloud, from the planning perspective, is playing a large role in providing infrastructure that's going to power the publishing company. Publishing companies come, they go, we buy properties, we sell properties, we may collapse some properties. I don't know the final configuration of the company, but the cloud will give us the ultimate in flexibility. It will also allow us to stand this new publishing company up in a very short period of time with minimal capital investment and also real estate investment. I think a SaaS solution or a cloud play is the way to go, but we'll have to see where all the business requirements align before we make that final determination. I don't think one size fits all. I don't think I can sit here and be a proponent to move everything to the cloud. I think our financial team in particular has always been hesitant about having financial data outside of our domain, physical domain, not necessarily News Corp domain. And I think the hybrid approach gives us that flexibility where certain really critical confidential financial systems can be maintained within the four walls of our data center in applications which are not deemed to be as critical but yet still important can go into a cloud type of scenario. So I think it's an ever-changing, ever-evolving world. I think our senior management has become more comfortable with the cloud over the past couple of years. I think there's been enough positive press and reports to say that it is secure and it is the way to go. And I think over time you'll see the pendulum shift to more of an all-cloud solution. But initially I think it will be a hybrid of on-prem and cloud. Social's had both an internal place and an external place within News Corp. Internally, to be quite honest, we've had mixed success. Not so much because of social or the technology we're using, which is a hosted solution, but just the mindset across News Corp where employees have an affinity to their business unit. They view themselves as X-employee or Y-employee. They don't really see or have never really thought about branching out across the enterprise to find resources that may be able to help with different business needs. So part of what we're trying to achieve with our social networking site called Our News is to allow people to work as a collaborative unit across the globe, to connect with your colleagues who may have faced the challenges you're facing today and have answers ready for you as opposed to going out and reinventing the wheel. In the consumer space, we see a great demand for our content on all kinds of social and mobile platforms. The challenge we have, and many media companies have, is to provide our content in a secure and profitable fashion. It's not a wise business move to give your content away for free or to run a nonprofit organization, so we have to have roadblocks in place and different devices in place to secure our content. a lot of times as viewed by consumers as roadblocks and impediments to getting what they want. And we understand that, but at the end of the day, we're in this to make money. We have to protect our content. Be cynical, ask questions. If it seems too good to be true, it probably is. There's no magic bullet out there. Moving to the cloud does not remove you from responsibility of delivering the product to your company and your employees. I would ask questions, I would check references, I would start out slow. I would also make sure during negotiations that although we all tend to want to negotiate the ability to buy additional licenses for a hosted solution, you should be cognizant of the need at some point to potentially reduce the number of licenses you have based on business change. I think we all too often only think about upward growth when I think in today's world the reality is a company needs to be prepared for downsizing as well.
Well, Rich, thanks so much for being with us today and sharing your insights as part of our Executive Insights program. We look forward to seeing you at the upcoming Cloud Business Summit in New York and participating in our CIO CTO panel.
Thanks, Bill. My pleasure. See you in November.